In this video, we're playing for an RQ100 Peugeot 908 Hybrid 4. It's an endurance duo. Mike on top right. Hey, I'm Mike. Today, we're playing for a massive RQ100 Peugeot. It's the Hybrid 4, the 908. It's a crazy good car. It's in an endurance duo, which is an extension of the endurance things where you've got two endurance events and some challenges, and you have to collect wreaths, and they all go towards redeeming the prize car or an epic or an ultra rare or a super rare. It's kind of a mega car to be doing in this sort of format because I believe an incredible amount of people are going to get it. Right, I've already started. I've been here for like 2 days already. I'm in 7th. I'm bouncing between 4th, 5th and 12th. It's been a real drain. You've got to do 150 odd races to get the legendary out of the objectives, and you've got to obviously get a good place to get some wreaths to claim the prize car. It's been really hard work so far, and we've still got another day to go. However, this is my hand. I've got a really low RQ uncommon. What I was running, I'll show you what I was running when I started out. I took 2 of these Lotus, which I think was a great option because it gave me the chance to take my 3 highest RQ cars. However, that got me so far and I was feeling like I was worrying a bit because those Lotus aren't good on long distances. They're good on twisty stuff. So in the end, I went and I swapped out the Lotus for a car that other people were using. I looked around and other people were using the uncommon, so I took it. It's a smart Brabus Roadster. It's been a good car for a long time. I'm also taking this Chevrolet Corvette, which is the best of the RQ79s. It beats out all of these guys on most tracks. Let's say on most tracks. A couple of the tracks it gets beaten on, but I just need to be careful and make sure I take the Pagani against the RQ79 that the opponent's got. This is, however, a really hard thing at the moment because I don't have the 2 key cars. I don't have the Hennessy and I don't have the other Koenigsegg. I'm not too concerned about the Hennessy, but the other Koenigsegg is dominant in the drag stuff, and there are so many drags in these track sets. However, the ones where there aren't drags, I am dominant because my Koenigsegg, the orange one with the black stripe, beat it out. So I just have to keep getting a lucky track set and I'm okay. The problem is, in my bracket, there is so many people who have these 2 things. There's a Speedtail as well, which is just massively powered on the drags. So the Speedtail and the red Koenigsegg I can't beat, so I have to avoid those 2 hands, which is really difficult to do because everyone seems to have them. It's crazy how many people have got them. So I've just got to find someone who hasn't got them. However, on this track set, that's fine because it's all twisty stuff. And that Speedtail isn't great on the Miami Bridge. And obviously this guy has some other cars. This should be beatable as long as my smart card doesn't lose too many. This is a good RQ saver he's taken, but look at that points. 197. It's not good enough. There we go, good win. Right, so that was a weird hand that I've not seen before. Most of the hands at the top are pretty dominant, pretty heavy duty, and all maxed legendary type stuff. Look at this guy. This guy's got a serious hand. I can't beat that. There's these 2 guys. Speedtail is just immense on a drag. This one, yeah, another Speedtail and a Hennessy. The Hennessy's great on the drag and the test bowl and stuff, but when it can't go around corners as well as my orange Koenigsegg. Yeah, these guys at the top are just out of my reach. That's a different hand, that's possible, I think. He's certainly, he's taking the uncommon that I've got, which puts us on a level playing field a little bit, because if you end up putting that uncommon against RQ79 or something, you lose like 200 points. It's crazy. And then you've got to try and make that up somewhere else, obviously. It's possible, but it's difficult. It's working out these 2 drag tracks, getting to know what works and what doesn't work. I have my Pagani, which is going to beat out all of the RQ79s that people are taking, so that's my saving grace sometimes. It often is the win for me. This thing is the highest RQ thing in the criteria, so it should be fine, this orange Koenigsegg. Sometimes it's just worth putting this blue thing, 121 lost, but sometimes it's worth putting it on that because it's pretty good in a straight line and nothing else beats that car anyway in a straight line. So how are we doing? We've got to win this one, have we? And we will win this one because, as I say, this is my win condition effectively. This Pagani is constantly going against the RQ79s and it picks up the 50 points, which is ideal, really ideal. So anyway, there we go. I'm in 6th. I'm playing a lot. I'm playing every ticket because I need to get this 150 objectives races in so that I can claim the duplicate, well, it will be a duplicate for me, the Cobra. It's worth it for the effort to get a duplicate legendary for fuse material. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I've dropped to 20th. This is what happens. You get a few people pile in on you and you're in trouble. You get knocked right back. But I will climb back up. Honestly, I haven't got a chance in hell of getting the legendary pack. I'm not getting top 4. Therefore, I'm not too concerned about whether it's tier 3 or tier 4. I would like tier 3 because it's a better pack. However, I think the points I'm going to get are going to be enough to get the prize car anyway. I think the prize car is quite lenient. There's a debate whether it is using up the wreaths when you go through the challenge or whether you need them all together. The feeling from me is if you use them up, you need to have got first place in both of the 2 events and finished all the challenges to get that prize car, which seems out of reach. So I don't think they're going to be used up when you do the challenge. I think you'll find the prize car will be gettable if you get 25 wreaths or more, which is brilliant. I mean, actually, it means a lot of people are going to get their prize car, and it means it's not going to be worth as much as a prize car. However, if you're in player and you haven't hit up to the 97, 98, 99, 100 RQ cars, then it's a cracking thing to get. I mean, an amazing win. It's hard to get an RQ100 prize car, and this is a really good win for some of you new guys out there who need a boost. Sometimes you just need a boost. Imagine if that's your first prize car you win. Imagine that. Imagine the thrill of that. I mean, it's a good thrill anyway when you win a 100 RQ prize car, but that's a pretty good thing that Hutch have done. I like the new era where they're being a little bit more lenient. There's still challenges, there's still stuff to be had. Obviously, you can play hard for that first pack. There's still all that there, but the lower down players and the people like me who are second tier type people are getting a bit more leniency to not have to stress over this too much. So I like this whole style. I like it. I like it. I hope I get it. After doing that speech, it'd be a shame if I didn't win the prize car. But I'm pretty confident you only need 25 wreaths, and I'm well on the way to that because of the challenges. And in the duo, the first one, I got 8 points, 8 wreaths out of the 10 possible. So that gets me a bump up as well. So yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. I'm just struggling a bit with this because my bracket, there seems to be so many people with this Spital and the Koenigsegg in red and all that kind of stuff. It seems like impossible to find someone who hasn't got one. There are people out there though. There's people out there, and those people are the people like me who are playing every ticket they can to stay in that tier with those 2 beasts of a dragsters. Unfortunately though, we have to play each other because we're the only people we can beat. Unless you get the twisty track, which is amazing. If you get the twisty track and you get 5 of them in a row, it puts me right back up the top. I mean, I've been in the tier 2. I've been in the last place, the 4th, which is the last place for tier 2 to get the legendary pack. But of course, as soon as somebody else plays a ticket, they knock me out and they go up there and it just rotates around. So that was a loss. I'm back in 14th. It's really difficult actually to gauge which is a win and which is a loss when you've got such a low RQ uncommon. Okay, we've got the Son of Apollo, the challenge, which gets us the rest of the wreaths we're expecting to get. I don't see a problem with picking up the wreaths from this. I mean, it may be difficult, but I have such a good high end. As long as they're not restricting the RQ, I should be fine, and I've been talking as if I've got this in the bag, no problem, but let's hope I have. It shouldn't be too difficult at all. Certainly I flew through the first 10 rounds. We'll try and fly through these ones as well. Just need to get our 2 city things in, and then we get the best stuff we can get. As I say, look at that. Mega RQ, we don't have to worry too much. What I do need to worry about is I am playing Endurance 2 at the moment, and that requires a lot of the top end cars, and I need to make sure I'm not using them too much in this challenge because I can't afford to have to service them to keep playing these quick refreshing tickets on the Duo 2. if you know what I mean. They refresh every quarter of an hour instead of every half an hour. So if I start blasting these top-end cars too much in the challenge, when I go back to my endurance and I've got 5 tickets to play, I can't play them because I've got knackered cars from the challenge. So we'll try and use the cars that are not in that. We shall see though. There are some pretty good cars. I've got some pretty good max legendaries and a whole raft of epics that are maxed. So I'm hoping this won't be a problem to me. Right, 369. That's another one in the bag. 3 endurance wreaths. And we've got a carbon fibre. Here we go. Fiat. Volkswagen. Porsche. Lotus Super Rare and... no. It's a Di Tommaso. It is the medium Di Tommaso, but I've already got it. I don't need another one. It's just fused material for me. It's a shame. It would be an amazing thing to pull that Koenigsegg. We need another drag car then, do we? So we could put that guy in. I'm not using this much. I know other people are using the Resvani in the event, in the duo, but I've gone with the Corvette just because I really like its low 0 to 60. If you go to Top Drive Records, you can see those RQ79s, which ones are better on which tracks, and that helps you out when you're doing the duo stuff. Make sure you don't put the wrong car on the wrong track. I'm thinking it will win against another RQ79, but it doesn't. Right, so that was a loss. We need to find a new car. And that was the second track. I mean, we've got an endless amount of RQ. As I say, I want to avoid those cars for the duo event. Let's just check race 2. Yep, okay, that was a good win. We've got that in the bag, bit more cash. Not much cash going around at the moment. Sometimes there's a lot of cash going around in events and challenges. Other times it feels like it's a bit sparse. Or maybe I'm just using a lot of it in upgrading things. And weirdly, I'm still upgrading a lot of the new updates, the Autobahn update cars, especially the super rares. I'm not really sure why I'm continuing to do it. I've finished the challenges. It's just one of those things. I don't know, they're there, sitting there half upgraded, so I'm going for it. The second one wins. Right, let's see if the third one wins. The Lamborghini. It just does, yeah. Just got better handling on corners. It's a good car, that Lamborghini. Right, my RQ92 Pagani. Yep. This should be okay. It's got good handling. Yes, good, just. Okay, that's another round in the bag. Some more cash. So we're on round 15. There's only 18 rounds. We will crack on and we will get this done today. Let's swap them over. Give that a go. That might all work. We'll give that a roll. That was a loss on the first, okay? Yeah, that was only loss, okay. So we just need to swap out that first car. That's okay. We've got plenty of RQ, I think. No, we haven't. We've got exactly the same as it had. Where's the other one? There's a green one, isn't there? There it is. These things might be the win for me because they're incredibly light. I know it's in the rain, but let's see if they win for me. That green hasn't been used at all in any of the challenges or events yet. There you go. See, it does win. Good. Good car, actually, there. Right. That's another win in the bag. That was, what, 15th? So we're on 16 now. We've got fast wet and a fast karting, and then we've got drag and a fast karting. Not too difficult so far, but honestly the criteria really plays to my garage. I've got a lot of good cars at the top end, and they are all the good ones are maxed. And obviously that's a loss for that green one after I bigged it all up a minute ago. Oh dear. Okay. It might be that I could just swap it with the orange one and it might work, of course. They're only one RQ out, aren't they, I think. Let's see if this one wins by much. No, that one loses as well, so we're not doing anything with either of them. Okay. And that loses as well. So that was a dire round. I should pay more attention, I think. Let's have a look. So the two twisty and the last drag need sorting. Let's see if it works on the dry karting. Now we need something meaty, don't we? What are we going to get out of this? That guy's pretty good. 84 is not much, is it? What the hell's around here? The karting in the wet. Karting in the wet. Could try that one. It's controversial, I think, but it will be heavier for the wet. I don't know this for sure, but I think the weight heavier you are in the wet, the better for grip, I guess, in this game. Right, that is the win for the orange one. Okay, let's have a look at this. Yeah, Pagani wins. Yeah, we need that. Third one. This is karting. Yes, there you go. It must be heavier because it's got proper bodywork on it, and it did win. Okay, good. Okay, 17. We've got 2 more rounds to go. We're getting there. We're getting there. More wet. Oh, there's a snow there as well. We'll give it a go. Can't hurt, can it? Yeah, 250, good. Okay, we've got 1 more round to go. Okay, we've got an Ocean City Streets and a Dragon a test bowl to work with. We might need a bit of a shake-up on this, I think. That's probably better on the test bowl, isn't it? Get away with that. 297. That's it. We're done. Nice. We've done it. Son of Apollo is finished. We can claim that objective. Wreaths. Yeah, we got 23 out of 25 to get that prize car. So I only need to enter Duo 2 to win. So that's cool. We get a carbon fibre here, and that will get us to that legendary as well. Let's see what's in the carbon fibre. Oldsmobile. Buick. Dodge. Oh, early epic Ford Focus. Really nice. Crazy good. And a Mitsubishi. Nice. They're both fused material, but actually they're both really handy cars. Yeah, really cool. And look at that, we've got another epic, the Ford Maverick Tremor. And we can get our legendary, which is from the objectives, which is the AC. It is a duplicate, and it will be used as an upgrade into a legendary as soon as I need to upgrade a legendary for something. That's very cool. That's a really good little bonus, that. But look at those 2 epics. Mega. I don't know if I want to keep duplicates of those 2, actually. Not the Ford truck, obviously, the other 2. Okay, I'm back. We've got 46 minutes to go. I'm in 13th. I'm hanging around. I'm very happy with the idea that although I'm only 25 points away from the next tier up, I am certainly 150 points away from the tier down, and that's okay. I am very happy not having the red Koenigsegg specifically. I'm very happy with where I'm coming in this. I don't think I can manage it without it. I don't think I would manage to stay in that tier 3 without the Koenigsegg maxed that everyone else has. My Koenigsegg is great on the twisty stuff, it beats everything. However, often it is the drag tracks and I just can't beat people. So I'm very, very pleased with my position. That's tier 4. It gets me plenty of wreaths. Probably enough actually to get the legendary and the epic. The prize car legendary and the extra epic pack, which is kind of cool. That's a bonus epic. It's all about epics at the moment. This is a day for epics. So that's good. Yeah, that Koenigsegg, the orange one, really does pull it out on against the Hennessy. That doesn't make any sense. But you know what I mean, it wins. That's a win for my black Koenigsegg. My Pagani will beat the RQ100 Pagani. They used to be pretty equal, and then one of them just slipped above in the RQ, didn't it? This is my RQ Saver. It will lose, but not by much. And that's a loss, obviously, for the Epic. But that's fine. It's still a win. It's still a win in the bag. Really pleased with that. As I say, I'm not going for the tier above. I'm just going to manage my position, try and stay at the top of this tier. I know I'm so close, but when it all hits the fan in a minute or two, I'm going to be dropping a bit. Okay, results are in. As predicted, I got top 30, which is tier 4, I think it was, wasn't it? Tier 4, which is the titanium Nothing special, just normal titanium. Here we go. That's a Renault. That's another Renault. That's a Nissan. Donkavort Ultra Rare, and the epic is a Mercedes-Benz SLR. Nice. Okay. And there's the wreaths. So that now allows us, hopefully, if the challenge is open for me, to go and get the legendary prize car and an extra epic, which is kind of cool. Let's get the prize car first, though. You don't want to go and lose your wreaths before you've got the prize car. So we'll use the same cars, it won't matter. Drop them in. They did well for me in the Duo 2 event. There it is, Peugeot 908 Hybrid 4. I think it's going to be a wicked car. I really do. There are a lot of other cars in this region with the same sort of stats, but that's okay. I think it's still worth having in the garage. Very worth having in the garage. Good car, I think. Let's get this extra epic out of these wreaths and see what we can pull. Maybe we can get something we don't own. There are still quite a lot of epics that are good and I don't own. Let's see if we can get one of those. Here we go, one card. Okay, Hyundai, the standard tyre. I'm never sure if I should keep two of them or not. I don't use it enough to keep two. It probably is going to be fuse material, I think. Obviously, epic fuse material is very valuable. Same with the Mercedes, I guess. And obviously, the price car is getting locked and 1-starred. But that's a pretty good headline. I like that. That's a good day's work. A couple of epics, a couple more epics. We've been having a lot of epics today. That's wicked. Let's quickly find it. It's in here somewhere. There it is. It's not the greatest picture, but it is a really good looking car. And that brings up the quality of the picture, I think. Would have been better if it had been on a track somewhere. Okay, so it is 2.5 104 at 1 star. That is going to be a good handling figure when it gets maxed, if it gets maxed. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. This video's over. It was a long one. I hope you stuck with me to the end. I'll see you in the next video. Get yourself out of here. We are done.